Big players.
Yeah, it's us three. Identical.
It's going in my casket. That's right. You see? Nice producer back there.
It's video. So that's even better.
I hear you have great children pictures. Cameron has one. I never spawned. All I have are nieces and nephews that never come. I'm alright. I'm perfect.
We've seen them recently.
Oh, excuse me.
There are other people that have had children. I'm an asshole. Nice to meet you. I'm working. I'm good. Good to see you. I'm good. Well, yeah. What is this? Short and television.
You got the spikes on there.
I know. They look
And then a lot of people wanted to warm it, so I was like, all right, I'll work the second one. But I am in
So you have these things like, there's a project over here, there's another project over here,
I can't recognize you here.
Since Doug, we have an opening for a princess. Yeah. For a Jedi certified princess.
I'm doing video. I'm doing video.
Isn't that funny how that works?
Oh, nice shot. Can't you tell if there's hell?
Well, she wears the cap every night.
They're back.
Picture.
Oh, I'm doing video. See if you want to say anything.
Oh, it's video.
Yep.
This is my friend Rand. We met during Music Man at the Emirates Dinner Theater. I only remember being on stage with you when you were sweating and crying.
It's true, it's true. I haven't looked at him.
Fuck everybody in the world, because they're all here.
You were stuck on stage with nothing to say. All right, that's enough.
My turn.
Unfortunately,
Thank you. I heard it was a costume party. You know me. I'm inappropriate whenever
Go for what's going to happen here.
Prior to
She did. I was just down at Isla Mirada about a month ago. We drove through there and went to what's the great beach? Samara, that's my daughter and I.
Yeah, you have to come with a photographer. We're going to go this way.
you know. I tried by the house.
So he's going to push this.
He's gonna scoop back.
You finished. Oh. You were able to come. That's great.
All right, watching this way.
Really? Okay, yep.
I actually played.
I know. Hey, Dad, look this way. Look at that. Cohorts in crime. Awesome. How are you? Good. Nice to see you.
I'm doing video.
She's videoing. Videoing.
She's doing okay, but
I didn't get these. I didn't get this.
so you have these things like there's a project over here, there's another project over here, depending on how you feel.
I know there are a lot of you that are very shy about coming up to the mic, but try to get over it, and feel free to come at any time and make a toast or share a memory or an insult. And, you know, I said to Paul, it's wonderful to get together for a happy occasion. These days, so many times we get together for unhappy occasions. And he said, I'm turning 80, it's not a happy occasion. So let's prove him wrong and make it a happy occasion. Feel free to dance. We're going to have some music that's special to to us, to Paul, and feel free to sing along. Do whatever the Spirit moves you to do, and have fun, guys. Thank you, and thanks especially to the people who came from so far. Morgan from Texas, John and Mary Ann from Naples, Florida. You're all so welcome. We're so thrilled to have you here. Enjoy.
No speech yet. Not yet. Now music. Where are jumping? Down.
Come on up to the front. Thank you. All right, guys.
Okay, we are dedicating this song to our wonderful mentor. It is. Who probably changed all of our lives one night in 1987. So for Paul, for your 80th, for all that you are and do, this is the crew.
It's the best we got. This is it.
Downtime, folks. Thank you. She's humming. Everybody listen to the hummer.
Mysteries in the clubs and on the boats. Funny, silly murder mysteries that old Stoddard wrote. Crazy mysteries, thinking of crusade for cash. Titanic 2 and the Speakeasy. Bernie's birthday bash. Can it be we acted all so stupid then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Mysteries. We recall old Millsop still, the art auction and the business, and of course Amanda's will. But it's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the blood we spill, the folks we kill. He choked.
Oh, you see, I'm now embarrassed.
Just gotta go.
How much is that? Oh, my God.
And this is a wonderful family.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Ma.
Go, Mac.
Come on.
Start us off. I'm going to toast to this guy who is turning 80 today.
Kim, put it up to your mouth.
Can you hear it? Better? Okay, thank you. Thanks, Sue. I'm not as great as you all are at standing up in front of everybody. This is out of my comfort zone, but I love my dad enough to do this. Usually I am the professional audience. I have clapped for all of you, or most of you here. You are amazing and wonderful, so I just wanted to say that. I just enjoyed hearing you guys all again. So this is for you, Dad. First of all, I want to thank Bonnie for being a wonderful stepmom, wherever she is. There you go. And for being my dad's soulmate. Thank you very much for this great party and to honor Paul's 80th birthday. 80 years. Wow. The Depression, a world war, a Cold War, a space race, and the internet boom. With all that, I would think Dad would be needing a bit of a rest. But look at him. He's 80 and he's still busy and going strong. Thank goodness Bonnie pinned him down so we could all have a moment to tell him how much he means to us. And it's my turn to start us off. My brother Bob and I spent almost every summer growing up packed in the back of an overstuffed car, camping across the country. Our dad gave us an amazing gift. We have been to every national park in the United States. We have seen amusement parks big and small, and know every Peter, Paul, and Mary song as he sung to me, trying to keep me from throwing up in the back of the car. We grew up with music, lots of music. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, Peter and the Wolf, and Camelot. I absolutely knew as a little girl that there was this handsome king who sang of a magical land, and that was my dad. We grew up with lots of laughter. My dad believes that old jokes are the best. Battling car sickness, I would ask for crackers in the back seat of the car, and his reply to me would be every time, "Crack her yourself, you brought her." And I smiled. Recently, I battled cancer. Nibbling crackers to quiet my queasy stomach, my dad's response was still the same. And I smiled. All the grandchildren have been lucky enough to have their grandpa, Pata to some, to grow up with. He has been there to hold and welcome each of his grandbabies into the world. He has changed hats from actor to audience as he supported each and every one of them. It's a love fest, and they all love him and know that Grandpa is their biggest fan. He continues to bring joy into our family and into our life, and I want to say, hey Dad, you're still my handsome king of Camelot. Please raise your glasses and join to honor my dad on his 80th birthday. Happy birthday. Where's my glasses? Happy birthday. Who's up next?
I'm not used to being in
front of the mic. I'm usually behind it running it. So this is for you, Dad. Dad, I want to say how proud and lucky I am having you as a father. When I was a child, you taught both Kim and me what was wrong and what was right. You took us on some amazing trips across the country to see all the beautiful sights and the national parks. When I was a teenager, you helped guide me in making decisions for when I was an adult. When I was a teenager, you helped me guide me in making decisions, and before I graduated from high school, you told me that I had 3 choices in life that I could make. You told me that I could go to college, get a job, or go into the military. Of course, I chose the military. At no time did you push me to make any of these decisions. It was all on my own. Now that I'm an adult, you have been there for me in many ways. You accepted Laura into the family with open arms. You helped us get the place where we are living in now. When times were hard, you were there to lend a loving ear. You never judged or criticized me on the mistakes that I made. And finally, on behalf of Laura, Jennifer, Andrew, and Megan, I want to tell you how much we love you, and happy birthday, Dad.
My name is Cindy Matheson, for those of you who don't know me. And Paul Stoddard has been my boyfriend since, I don't know, the early 80s. And Bonnie knows all about this. And in fact, it's okay with her. So I have just a little song, it's kind of our song, to sing to my boyfriend, Paul. How glad the many millions of Toms and Dicks and Williams would be to capture me. But you had such persistence, you wore down my resistance. I fell, and it was swell. You're my big and brave and handsome Romeo. How I won you I shall never, ever know. It's not that you're attractive, but how my heart went active when you came into view. I've got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all the day and night time. Hear me sigh, I never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you care for a cunning cottage that we could share? The world will pardon my mush, 'cause I got a crush, my baby, on you. Yes, choreography. Danced by Leslie, I know you're proud. The world ain't got the least notion that I could fall with such emotion. Could you care for a cunning cottage that we could share? The world will pardon my mush, 'cause I got a great big crush on you.
think I'm getting old. So I'm going to say what he asked, get older.
My wife told me this was a costume party.
Please switch on.
My wife told me this was a costume party.
I lied!
I don't need the microphone because I'm a trained actor. Paul, I just want to say one thing. I've got a crush on you. I joined the Murder Mystery Madness because my wife told me to. And my wife told me to wear a tuxedo tonight. I've never been very good at improv. I need to have a script or something to go by. But Paul and Bonnie welcomed me into the group as Marianne's husband without an audition or anything else, and we had many, many good times. I remember being on the Camelot cruises where we would have to kill somebody on the top deck and then kill them again on the second deck and then kill them again on the first deck so everybody would sit. But I just want to thank you so much, and we miss you, and we love you both very much.
Hello everyone, I'm Adrienne Hutt, and I'm not a poet, but this comes from the heart. Paul was my mentor, which hopefully will come clear. Ode to Paul. You can do it, he said. No, I can't, I replied. You can do it, he said. You could do it. So try. Paul's love of theater was pulling me in. Go ahead, try, it's fun. So begin. It took a year, or maybe two. Paul was persistent. I ventured in. He helped me pick songs for the dreaded audition. He had the music. I couldn't read it. He chose songs I knew. We rehearsed. You can do it, he said. You can do it. So Paul, without you, I would never have known the joy and the laughter, the angst and the fear. This green room is filled with all of those years. Murder Mystery Madness was a gift that you gave me. You knew I could do this. You knew I would thrive. You always believed. I still wonder why. Thank you for being the one that inspired, the one that reached out and pointed the way, the one who believed. What else can I say? You gave me a gift that was mine to discover, the theater and all of its magic uncovered. What a gift you presented. I would never have known. I even ventured out to other theaters all on my own. Every role that I had, all the parts that I played, we all thank you. For the laughs and hard work, long car rides, rehearsals, I thank you. Painting of sets, tearing them down, country club dinners with my gloves on. Every wonderful theater experience, thank you, thank you, thank you. One question I have at this last minute, is it normal that when I see a bright light, I want to step in it?
Yeah.
We all love you, Pata. We would like to say happy 80th birthday. The trees are green, the flowers are blooming through the air, in pink and white and cherries. As the trees grow, as the mountains fall, we are all happy about ourselves and the ocean. We never know what it feels like inside our bodies. And when we love ourselves, that's all what matters. We love you, Patat.
For her Patat.
someone so brave reading their own poems. I brought someone else's. I wanted to read Paul his favorite poem, and just thank him for being the most wonderful stepfather I could imagine. Going out into the world and meeting people who have a completely different experience, and learning how special mine was. I wandered lonely as a cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming. It was, I know for many of you, a long journey here. This room is very special to me, and Bonnie picked it out because there were many days I stood in this room with all of you, waiting for our turn on the stage right above us here. And there were microphones that told us what was going on above us, so we knew when it was time for us to make our entrances. And it was a great thrill for me to be here today with many close, dear friends and with all of the fellow actors and actresses that are here, and all of these nice, warm, singing even, kind of welcoming, reminding me.
Sort of. We'll call it singing.
Oh, okay, thank you.
At least spelling it, the group.
I hope that all of you enjoyed the dinner today, and thank you all for coming. It was a thrill for me to. I don't like getting an 80th birthday, but if you're going to have one, this is the best way to have it. Thanks, folks.